Oh, welcome back. This should be, I believe, part 2 of this decent-sized machinist tool pick. The items in this box here, the reason why I have them set aside from the other items was because these are actually items that he owned as opposed to acting as a sales agent on the previous stuff in part 1. So this stuff here, I got basically this entire box here with these for 30 bucks is I believe what we settled on for a price. So these are, this is a generic probably import 6 and 12 inch universal bevel protractor. So this is supposed to have 6 and 12 inch blades in it. I opened it upside down, which is why it flipped over. I actually like this set even though it's a cheapy import. What's kind of cool about it is it has the setup like a Mitutoyo, where it has this nice large lens on here. Makes it really easy to read. It's kind of nice. So the only other bevel protractor I've ever seen with this kind of a setup was a Mitutoyo. This should be the locking knob, and then this should be the fine adjustment. And it is. And then I think on, yeah, that's just to tighten the blade on. So there's nothing to indicate who makes this. And the reason why I suspect that it is a generic set is because, like I just said, it's completely unmarked on the parts, but on the box, which certainly appears to be the correct box, there is a part number with a barcode. Oh, actually, this there I just noticed it right there. SPI. So this is an import set, SPI branded. Oh, so I don't know if I said it correctly, but I meant to say that I paid $50 for this lot, and that included this generic bevel gauge set. So I valued this at about $10, and then I valued this, which is a genuine Aloris CXA 141 holder, for 20 bucks. So I'm going to keep that for myself because I've got a CXA holder on my on the Vernon lathe right now. So that was 30, and then that left ended up being 10 for this, which is it's a Fowler internal electronic caliper gauge. I don't even know if this works. First thought maybe it was brand new, unused, but realized that it was one of these packages that you could open and reclose. So I honestly don't know. It's very, very clean, so it may very well have never been used, but this is either got a dead battery in it or it ships without the battery. Oh, look at that. It just came on for a second when I did that. Now, that's interesting. Why is it coming on when I... Oh, these are spring-loaded. Whoa. It didn't like that. Alright, so if I had to venture a guess, I'd say we got to clean the battery contacts in this. Maybe there's a little bit of corrosion on the battery. I just cleaned the battery up with a little bit of contact cleaner, and that seemed to do the trick. Now they turn on and off like they should with the battery door closed. I just set this Chinese caliper, dial caliper, to 2 inches. I'll tell you what, 1.99, it's only thousandths off. And I mean, depending on how you rock this in there, that's actually pretty good. Considering the design, you would think there's a certain error built into it just by the design. Looks like the max is 5 inches on this thing. But let's just, for the heck of it, let's set our Chinese cream puff here to 4.5. Look at that, right on the nose, 4.5. Upside down, I guess, but you get the gist of it. And so the remainder of what you see here, I paid 10 bucks for. This is a General number 166 tap wrench, decent shape. Here's an old Mitutoyo 0 to 1 inch micrometer. It's actually a 10 thousandths micrometer. Got carbide faces and a lock on it. This is a Mitutoyo drop indicator that has got some issues. It is sticking. This end mill was sitting there, and I picked it up and realized from the weight it's a carbide end mill, 4-fluter, and still looks pretty good. This is a Starrett Scriber for a Starrett height gauge. Looks like it's actually in pretty good shape, and I asked him if he had the height gauge around, because I didn't want to take this if he had a height gauge around the corner that he had forgotten about, but he was confident he didn't have a height gauge, so grab that. Here's another wiggler. This is a Starrett wiggler. Somebody has ground a flat on here, almost like to turn it into a Weldon shank, which is kind of odd because you don't really need to grab these that strongly. I'll have to let that go real cheap. Let's take a quick look at this indicator and see if we can't work some magic on it. So I think I figured my outlay for this indicator was only $5, so that means I got this stuff here for $5. But nothing's making that indicator look better. That is one ugly indicator, which is a shame because it's kind of a neat Mitutoyo. I've never seen one with a secondary dial like this, branded Mitutoyo. I have one like this by another company. But that should just drop down, and it's not. I don't know what this attachment's up on the top of this is for. It's got a tiny screw in the top. Well, that's going to need more work than I'm willing to put into it. I could send this out to Mark Rutkowski over at MR Tool, and he could turn this into probably a real gem for me, but it's not like I need another one of these. Oops, I don't know how I missed it, but there was also this pin vise laying there, and I took a quick look at it and realized it's a Starrett. It's heavily engraved on the handle here, but it's a genuine Starrett. Not sure what letter this is. They usually have a letter designation telling you the size. And then there's almost like some sort of a pin or something in the end of it here. I don't know what that was for. Oh, look at that. That's a little scriber. So I wonder if he kept this in the toolbox just like this, and then if he wanted to use it as a scriber, just turn it around and... Huh. I bet you that's why this was all by itself in there. Yeah, so I was just sitting here trying to get some work done, and phone rang, and I didn't recognize the area code, so I figured it might be a scam artist. So just for the heck of it, I answered it, and it was a pre-recorded call assuring me that this was an urgent call regarding from the Social Security Administration regarding some fraudulent activity regarding my Social Security number. And it left me a phone number to call back. So how fun is that, right? So let's see. 509-596-0380.
Please wait while we connect you to our investigation officer.
Investigation officer, okay.
Administration, this is Frank. How may I direct your call?
Yes, hello. I received a call, an urgent call regarding my Social Security number.
Okay. Name, sir?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? You cut out.
Can I have your name? With whom am I speaking with, sir?
Yeah, sure. My name is Stu Dentlone.
Stu Dentlone?
Yes, sir.
Spell your last name for me, sir.
Sure. D-E-N-T-L-O-A-N.
That's Dentlone, right? Mr. Dan.
I'm sorry, what was that?
How are you doing today, sir? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. It's much better. Is the line is clear?
Yeah, now it's fine. Did you get my name?
Yes. Now, sir, before we share some personal critical information to you, could you just verify me the last four of your social security number? The last four?
I don't have it in front of me. I'd have to go get my card. I don't have that memorized.
Okay.
Do you?
Just check.
Yeah. Do you want to hold the line while I get a card?
Okay.
Okay. Hold on, please. Okay, I have it.
Okay. May I just do the last four, sir? The last 2 digits?
Yes, the last 2 digits are 0, 5, 2.
Four.
I'm sorry, what? The last 4? Okay, the last 4 digits are 0, 2, 5, 1. Oh. Oh well, he didn't go for that.
Please hold while I try to connect you. I'm sorry. No one is available to take your call. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.